What's up, YouTube? I wanted to bring you guys a video today of a new piece of gear I just picked up. In fact, just came in yesterday, and some I'm going to try to incorporate into my EDC. Some of you guys may do, and I carry it with me in my car. I have it on my battle belt set up. I got IFAK kit on my plate carrier, so I keep plenty of medical gear with me if I'm out shooting or if I'm in my car, but I don't keep it on my person because I haven't found a really great way to keep like a cat tourniquet and stuff like that on you other than just shoving one in your pocket. So this product here I want to show you guys today. I'll show you my huge cankle here, but it's a rescue essentials basically ankle kit, and what it is, it's just basically like a little ankle holster that has a pocket that'll hold a 4-inch Israeli bandage. And watch when you buy them because they make like a 4, a 6. I think they go like 8, 10, 12 or something like that, or 8 and 12. But this will hold a 4 inches in it. Also 2 cat tourniquets. Basically the way this works is just you fill it up, you put it on, stick it on your ankle, slide your pant leg over it. Now it's kind of big as far as being packed up like that. Getting your pant, you got to wear a loose leg pant to cover this, and it may even kind of stick out a little bit because this bandage, it may print a little bit. It didn't do it as bad when I had 1 cat in it. When I put 2 cats in it, it doesn't completely stretch my pant leg over it, but it's if you know what you're looking for, you can kind of see a bulge of this this deal sticking up here because you're taking up all the space, free space on your pant. But at the end of the day, I mean, really most people won't even notice if you're EDCing a gun on your side and your shirt comes up. I mean, people are pretty oblivious. So worst kind of worst, I mean, it's not really a big deal if someone sees a bulge in the ankle of your pants. But it's kind of nice because you can keep this gear with you, on you at all times. And that's kind of what the problem I was having is, like I said, I like to keep a cat with me, cat tourniquet. But I just, couldn't figure out a good way to do it. And I was pretty lazy about getting one in my pocket every day. So, I mean, to be honest, I didn't carry one on my person all that much. I mean, it was pretty rare. I always have them in my vehicles, like I said. And if I'm out shooting, I always have them on my gear available to use. But that's just, when I'm planning to go shooting. So this is something I can carry every day. I got some, latex gloves in there. I got 2 sets of latex gloves. And like I said, I got my Israeli 4-inch bandage stuck in there. And I got instructions for, cat tourniquet in case, someone else has to apply it to me. Something like that. Hopefully, that if I'm not in a position, I can do it myself or describe them how to use it. At least there's some instructions for somebody to do that. Kind of a cool piece of gear. Like I said, lets you get medical gear on you every day. Not very expensive. I got this off Amazon, and it's a Rescue Essentials Ankle Medical Kit. I believe it was 28 bucks shipped through Amazon. So it seems pretty solid. It's got some MOLLE attachments on the side. I don't know what all you could put in there. I mean, technically, I guess you could put a magazine pouch or something if you wanted to. But like I said, at this point, it's getting pretty big as far as the circumference around, to get your pan over it and not look really conspicuous if you got something shoved in there. But I mean, it's possible. You could even put, if you don't want to put your cat tourniquets here, you could put a single MOLLE attachment cat holder. But definitely something to think about, so you can have this on your person. And you never know, like I said, when if you ever, God forbid, do get into a bad situation and you're leaking, the one thing that's going to save your life is keep that blood in you till you can get medical care. So if you're actively bleeding and bleeding bad, your time is very, very limited that you need to stop that bleeding. It just depends on how bad you're bleeding. But if you get an artery bleed or something like that, and you can't apply enough pressure to stop that thing, it could be down to minutes that you have to get that stopped. So with these, at least you can tourniquet it off, stop the bleeding till you can get EMS there or someone else to take over. Even a loved one, or even if you're having to be, go on first person in the scene of a car accident or something like that, and someone's badly injured, badly bleeding, sometimes just an Israeli bandage packed over something like that, a wound could control the bleeding until someone gets there who can render more advanced medical aid. So it's just something, I don't want to say untrained person, but if you can pretty much read instructions, you can put a cat on some tourniquet on somebody, and it's always good to practice. I've actually used these on my own legs and arms and stuff like that, just to practice that I know how to do it. And, you know, I can put them on. I can put them on pretty much one-handed. It's kind of a struggle, but, you know, it's doable. And it's something you don't really want to try to learn under stress. So, anyways, guys, it's just something I'm going to be kind of evaluating to see if I can manage wearing it every day and get used to, you know, getting it on there and kind of toting around on my ankle. But I just thought it was kind of a cool piece of gear. Another friend of mine had another one from, I believe, Tough company. And his was pretty cool too. I just happened to see this one on Amazon. I figured I'd give it a try. It's something a little different than his, and we're going to probably compare them the next couple days or something when we see, and we'll see how they're built as far as compared to each other. But for 28 bucks, guys, and like I said, you'll have some money and some cats. Just watch. There's a lot of clones and copies out there on the internet. But to buy a new Gen 7, you're probably looking at about $30. And you can get some military ones. Guys have that, you know, maybe are expired out of IFAK kits or something like that. You usually pick up real cheap, you know, 10, 12, 15 bucks a piece, something like that. Just watch buying a knockoff, you know, make sure the Chinese ones or what are the import ones. Not that they won't work, they're just not built as heavy duty. So just, you know, like I said, just when you get one, check it out. And Israeli bandages, really cheap, 6, 7, 8 bucks all day long on Amazon, eBay. And always carry some latex gloves, because if you're dealing with blood, you always want to have universal precautions, which is gloves. So, anyways, guys, like I said, I just want to put it out there. I'm going to be trying this out. Maybe I'll do an update in a month or so to see, you know, if I'm still wearing it, if I can still deal with wearing it every day as far as under my pant leg. So, cool. Just want to put it out there. Thanks, guys.